Hi, y'all. This is Nina, and you're watching Southern Digest. So, I'm continuing the party with another question. This was actually the last question. I did the rest in another video. So, if you haven't seen it, go back and look at that one first. This question is from Lee Banning, and it's such a good one, I decided it needed its own video to answer. His question is, what is Southern heritage? Can you give me any specific examples? Well, yes, Lee, I think I can. I actually took some notes about this. You may find me reading at times just because I don't want to miss anything. I had so much come into my head that I'd love to tell you about why we love the South so much. Our heritage for me comes mostly in a certain pride of the place that we live in and where we're from, and a pride in the people who are here with us and the people who came before us. I know we have our flaws. The South is not perfect. Southern people are not perfect. But I love this quote from the character Julia Sugarbaker from Designing Women, the TV program. Someone made a comment, rather snide, suggesting that maybe there were some crazy people in her family. And she responded by saying, "Surely you're joking. This is the South. We don't keep our crazy people up in the attic. We bring them down to the living room and show them off. In the South, no one asks whether there are crazy people in your family. They just ask which side they're on." And that's kind of how I've always felt too. Yeah, there's a lot of crazy people here, and I might be one of them. But we love even our crazy people, and we're proud of all of them. Part of the reason I think we're so proud of them is because Southerners have an understanding of hard times and what it means to persevere and rise up and prevail. We don't let ourselves be defeated for long, not by the hot weather, not by the clay soil, not by the prejudices of our past, not by the poverty of our circumstances, and not by any competitor on the playing field. It's probably the reason that we are so prone to root for the underdog, because we've been the underdog for a long time. The other thing about Southern heritage to me is the manners. We are all about the manners. Now, that may seem snobbish to some people, but for us, manners are all about putting people at ease and showing them respect. We say please and thank you, yes ma'am and no sir, and we teach our kids to do the same. We let our elders sit down first and choose whatever chair they want, and then we take what's left over. Here, cars pull over to the side of the road and stop when a funeral procession is going by, out of respect for the dear departed and out of empathy for the mourners. In our homes, a guest will always get their food first, and we won't sit down until everyone else is seated at our table with a full plate and a full cup. And we'll make sure their glass and their cup stay full, because we don't let people leave hungry. We greet family and friends, both old and new, with hugs. We wave and we smile and say hi to total strangers. and we hold the door open for others. We may test your intelligence and your mettle with a backhanded compliment, but we'll also bless your heart if you prove to be deficient in either. We relish a good reason to laugh. And if we don't have one, we'll make one. We learn early to accept compliments with a sincere thank you. The first one. The next one, that will be met with self-deprecating humor. My mom was great at that. I remember somebody talking to her and telling her how beautiful she was, how pretty. And my mom just said, "Y'all are just saying that because it's true." Made me laugh every time. We think our manners make our Southern hospitality legend. We know how to make people feel loved and welcome and eager to come back for another visit. We understand the lure of a good story, like the one I just told you. We have so many marvelous stories, and we share them generation to generation. We love telling them, and we love listening to each other's stories, and yours too. We understand how to show people they're loved by treating them to the finer things in life, like a mason jar full of sweet iced tea, or your grandmother's china with a piece of pecan pie on it, getting to eat it with grandmother's silver. Or smoky barbecue ribs or a good pork sandwich served on a paper plate. Fresh vegetables, seasoned just right. Banana pudding, hot cornbread with plenty of butter and lots of laughter and connection at the kitchen table. We appreciate the cicadas singing in the trees, the lightning bugs, and the scent of magnolias making summer nights seem magical. Country music, good jazz. Oh, and air conditioning. Good question, Lee. Thanks for letting me answer it. Be of good courage.